Well, losing weight is an old battle, but maybe there's a little new math that can help. Yes, math. Government researchers say there's a traditional formula for calorie counting, and that needs a few changes. So here with some details is registered dietitian Keri Glassman. She's a contributor to Women's Health magazine. Sorry. Good morning, Keri. Okay, so
good morning.
Math and counting calories. There's an old formula. What was the old formula that we thought we were supposed to do?
The traditional way of looking at calories in relation to weight was cut 500 calories a day. Multiply that times 7 days a week. That equals 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories equals a pound. So technically, you would lose 52 pounds in a year. We all know that's not happening. It's not so cut and dry.
Right. I mean, yeah, we're not. Okay, so that formula out the window. New formula, more math, more multiplication.
There's some new research, and the new formula says cut 250 calories a day, and over the course of 3 years, you'll lose 25 pounds. Now, that sounds kind of depressing because it's not as many pounds, obviously, but it may be a little more realistic. This new formula is based off of a few things. It looks at the changes that people's bodies go through as they lose weight. You know, when you're 200 pounds versus 180 pounds, you need more calories. So at 180 pounds, you already need less calories. So it takes those changes that your body goes through into account. It also looks at age, height, gender, and age, height, weight, and gender. And then it also takes into account that after 6 to 8 months, normally people plateau. Now, these researchers believe that it's not our bodies plateauing, it's that we're getting sloppy with our diets.
Right, so it's not just the counting calories, the math, the formulas, and all calories aren't the same, right? I mean, a potato chip is not the same as an apple slice, even though...
Exactly. We know that certain calories don't fill us up, and we know that certain calories turn to fat faster, which actually leads me into what we really should be doing. We should be eating wisely. So we should be cutting calories wisely, cutting them from the things that don't fill us up and turn to fat faster, like sugar, making better choices, choosing grilled chicken over obviously the fried chicken, eating regularly throughout the day to keep our metabolism up. Personalize our diet. Obviously, we know you could be the same height and weight as a friend of yours, and you may get a little bit hungry. You may need more food. So that's where you need to listen to your body and personalize your diet. And then finally, exercise, but don't over-exercise. I always say that exercise and diet is a fine dance. It's a dance between, eating enough to fuel that exercise, but not over-exercising. So looking at all of those things is really what's going to lead to overall weight loss. It's not so cut and dry just looking at calories.
Right, or math. So it sounds like with the new numbers, the new formulas, more realistic, but keep things in perspective. Don't overdo it.
Exactly.
With the exercise. I like to hear that.
And use calories as a frame of reference. As a dietitian, I always tell my clients, I give them examples as a frame of reference, but I never have them count calories. You need to look at the big picture of what I just went through.
All right. Well, Keri Glassman, thank you so much for
explaining
all of this to us.